It's Week 5 of the National Football League, and we'll see the Aviators' creative quarterback. He was a tour de force a week ago, 6 passing touchdowns. It's the Aviators and the Rams, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
With a sky. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On second down, Tua. He's got a man complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A give running left. It's Sanders. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The numbers for Sanders last week, 17 carries, 81 yards.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete there to Johnson. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. But you look at this defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
Throwing on 1st down. Russell. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there. And even 50 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Ah, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Off the bootleg. Russell. He finds his man, complete. It's Russ. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
When you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
The previous play is under review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. Off play action. Russell. And he's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
From the 2 now, second and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting them a few yards.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to fourth down. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Aviators' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a first and 10.
All right, come on.
Play action. Now it's Tua. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 2. Now Tua on the bootleg here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And fights him off. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense, just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a 1st down, but a big play as well.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Russell. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Aviators go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. Pushing his way through. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Here's 2nd and 10. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Pushes him aside at the 45. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Now there's a great example of why he gets the ball in certain situations. Who's going to take that big guy on? Breaks a couple of tackles and picks up a nice gain.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this in. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Off the play fake. Russell. This is taken in by McBride. And all the way in for the touchdown. Trey McBride as the first half is winding down. And the Aviators will extend their lead here just before halftime. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
McPherson now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half, and they got it right away.
Holding offense.
So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way up near midfield. A big play there. 44 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
That guy's going to want the football a whole lot more. I'd hate to be the offensive coordinator now because all he's going to say is, how come I'm not touching him more? Did you see me out there moving around, wiggling, and making it happen? Give me the ball, coach.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Well, they've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Aviators are able to extend their lead. McPherson on for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Tua. Getting the football to Davis on an out route. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front.
Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
A give to the fullback on the dive. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. Well, these two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Off play action. Russell delivers on the crosser to McBride, and he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week, as he's got a first down as well. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the third quarter. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Russell. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. On the slant, he's got Davis. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 36 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball's...
Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Aviators are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Rams on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Tua going to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. This will be taken at the 10. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On the give, this is their fullback. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now a carry here for their fullback. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And McPherson on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
44, ready.
Tua now on first down. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together.